Hi, this is Sam, and I come to plant a thought in your mind and sing you a song. You know, a few years ago, I had a boating accident. I was riding on a sea-doo, and one of my buddies, who is a missionary in the Philippines, had come home, and we went to Lake Mead. We took a group of guys up there for a retreat on a houseboat, and he and I hit the water on these two sea-doos, and we were having so much fun, and we were turning donuts and jumping waves, and we turned into 10-year-old boys, and we were just having the greatest time. And he got some water in his eyes. He wore glasses, and he comes out of a donut at about 30 miles an hour and ran right through my right hip. And I ended up in the hospital and ended up with a broken hip. And I didn't have to have it replaced. I had to lay on my back for 3 months and let it mend. And it was a long 3 months, but I learned a lot. I drew closer to the God, and I had a great time with my wife. And so we had time together and talked together and planned together, and so it wasn't too bad. Although we had a funny story. One day, I'm so used to singing for people in nursing homes and retirement homes, and that's what I do for a ministry, and I just eat them up. I think they're like candy, so it's real easy to do and it's fun to do, and they love my songs, and so we have a good time. I sing them every kind of music you can think of. And so I was just getting a little depressed laying in the bed upstairs. And so one day my 3 sons came and they lifted me out of bed and said, "Mom says you got to get dressed, you got to come downstairs." I hadn't been downstairs in about 2 months. And so they got me dressed and picked me up and carried me downstairs. As I got to the top of the stairs, I looked down and there were about 7 people that live at a board and care home, and they had bussed them in and they were sitting in my living room. So they set me down on a chair and handed me my guitar, and I sang for about an hour and had the greatest time. It was like a great shot in the arm. But I remember laying in bed and just wondering, how am I going to do this? What happens if it don't heal? And all those other kind of things that you worry about. And then I got this great sense of peace that God was in the middle of all of it, and he was working things out. It's one of the best things that ever happened to me was that broken hip, because it really made me draw closer and closer to God. And sometimes I think we need those kind of challenges. So this little song came out of that time of when I was really looking for peace, and God met me there. And so it's called Sweet Prince of Peace. It goes like this. I'm battered and broken and wounded, Lord, and driven to my knees. But your love overwhelms my heart, my Lord, my Prince of Peace. May the light of your love shine upon me, Lord, and fill my heart with joy. May your spirit surround me within this place. Your mercy I employ. Oh, my hope lies in your faithfulness, your steadfast love is sweet. Arise within my beating heart, my Lord, my Prince of Peace. Oh, arise within my heart, arise within my heart, arise within my heart, my comforter, my deliverer, my Lord, my Prince of Peace. Sometimes it doesn't have to be a long song to say it all. Sometimes just a short thought that I wanted God to arise in my heart. And the same Spirit lives within me that raised Jesus from the dead. And so to have that peace in my heart, I needed peace with the situation. And I got it. And the Lord met me there. And I'm thankful that he did. I don't know if you're in a place like that you need that kind of peace, but run to God and he's got it. He wants you. He wants you to talk with him. So sometimes I think we're laid low just so that we'll stop and talk to God. Otherwise, we just get too busy in life. We're chasing our tails half the time. I was at a nursing home one time and I said that they said, "How are you doing, Sam?" And I said, "Well, I've been chasing my tail." And this old man looked at me and said, "Well, if you catch it, you better go to the doctor. You're not supposed to have a tail." I thought that was a pretty good little line. Well, I hope this encouraged your heart. I hope it did stimulate you to thinking more about talking to God, about finding peace in your life. If you like this, and tell your friends, and go on Facebook and like us on Facebook, that'd be great. Or you can go to goodnewsministry.net or goodnewsministry.org, which is our website, and you can find more videos on Closer Walk with Sam. Have a blessed day. God bless you. Thanks for tuning in.